Hello, I'm Stephen Mason and welcome to the audio commentary for Frogstream and the Quest of the Go Kids. I am pressing play right now. Now excuse me. Now I do apologise in advance. My phone's probably going to go beep 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 all the way through this podcast because I'm uploading footage from filming the Mitch Lighty launch party album for Another World last night, so I've had a lot of footage. It was a late night as well. It's one of the hottest weeks of the year. Dennis Miller's in this. Better not be Dennis Miller from fucking I can't be the same Dennis Miller. Anyway, yeah, it was a late night filming as the green font. Now this is a German import DVD. It's very narrow. This was originally called Frogstreamin', or The Legend of Frogstreamin'. It was called The Quest in America, and it was called The Go Kids over here in Britain. And it's just like murky water at the moment. Some kind of bug there. Yeah, just making this. This film has a lot of history with me because I've seen this when I was a kid, and I remember the start. I remember all this, and then like the film stuck with us that much. You know, like can't like there's a place called the Treacle Ponds. And every time I went there I was like, that's it, and everyone was like, what the hell are you talking about? And basically what happened was, for years I've worked in video rental and video sales and stuff like that, and no one ever remembered it, but like it sort of rang a few bells when I explained the story. I mean, I didn't remember that it was in Australia and all that. I was just like, oh yeah, this kid goes to this pond and there's like something in the pond, and like, because I love the myths of like Loch Ness and all that. And Paul Ray, who's one of my really good friends, who's probably a movie buff and all that, I told Paul Ray, and I thought I'd asked Paul Ray, you know what I mean? This is like a couple of years of working with Paul Ray. He went, oh yeah, it's called Frogstreamin'. And I was like, what? Yeah? And he sent us a clip on the whole film is on YouTube, and I was like, fucking hell. So I watched it there, and it came out on DVD. So I've tracked that down and I've got it, and I even wanted even more because Thomas Hodges' book, the dude designs of all his artwork and stuff like that. Go Kids is in there as a big box VHS as that. But yeah, just like Paul Ray was just like, you've just answered, like, it's not as good as I remembered. It was reviewed for Fast Forward Reviews, so time's been spent on it with that review when I did the whole edit for that. The flip cover as well. Now the cover, it's very like the Goonies. Then it looks like he's holding the lightsaber and the Legend of Frogstreamin', skulls, and you know, fucking, you know, totally. If you look at if you see the covers, they're totally weird covers. So a little bit of history about this. Henry Thomas is in it, who had just been in E.T. and wanted to work in Australia, wanted to see the world. Even at a young age of 12, he was very ambitious. The director was fired, I think a new director came along on this and basically kept about 3 minutes of the original footage. Was that Stan Lee as Spider-Man there? But yeah, like I totally remember. I just remember it because like this Treacle Pond thing I'm on about, it's in my film Branches as well. You know, you go to it and it's just this weird dark pond surrounded by like cliff edges, and like you go in there, you don't know how deep it is because you can't see the bottom, but you daren't go in it because you're going to sink. It's got decay, it's got crap in it, and that's all I remembered was the bubbles and the fucking big creatures going to come out, you know what I mean? So then the film now, oh, that would knock that. Just a guy fishing on his boat, he's got his hand stuck on fishing wire. But it does have some flaws straight away. How long has this guy been there, and how long is this, you know, the whole myth of what it is. God, it's a water deer, like. You see, could get restored by 88 Films or something like that. There's a lot of extra features on this. There's even interviews and stuff like that. So that shot there looks amazing. Like, what the fuck is that? It's a great idea for a movie. Like, what it is, I think. You know what I mean? It's portrayed like it's something that it isn't, but like, you know, like the whole like Scooby-Doo mystery adventures and all that, like I love the myth. There's the same back to the myth of the Loch Ness of Bigfoot. You know what I mean? If a film's got a great wonder about it, mystery, payoff, you reveal. You know what I mean? It makes the world to me personally. So this is started off really well. You just start, you don't know what he's doing. He just turned up there. He's doing fishing. You know, there's a lot of bubbles going on there. He's drinking. His idea of to chuck his bottle there in his boat. He's about to get sunk. So yeah, 85ish, I would say. 84, 86. And there's the first reveal of Summit, which maybe she didn't quite need, but it almost looks like Godzilla's head there. You know what I mean? It's hidden. Hear the noise and all that. You think, what's that? Look at it. Is it a monster? My fucking windmill's going badly, and yeah. You get a little bit of a taste that there's Summit in this pond. I know where the pond is as well. Devil's Knob. Just saying how it is, really. So I don't really have any idea why it's called Frog Stream. There's a lot of frogs in there. The director says it was the producer said it was the best going name. The Quest, the Legend of the Dunnock as well. It's also called that. And the Go Kids. You know what I mean? There's really just one main kid in it. You know, the Go Kid. You know, again, it was cashing in on the Goonies because the Goonies are a massive set. It's got that. It feels. It's because it's Australian, so it kind of feels younger, made earlier than the mid-80s. It's got that kind of like, you know, they don't have the top end equipment and stuff like that. I mean, don't get us wrong, it's produced well and really filmed well, but yeah, it just feels a lot earlier than the mid-80s. So Henry Thomas is someone, like, I had to do a research. He hasn't been in much, and he's done loads. You know, he hasn't had many massive roles, but he's been a working actor. Seemed to keep himself straight and narrow. DualShock 4 disconnected charge battery. Okay. Nah. So everyone's this American kid. I mean, he plays American. They use that he's transferred there or been sent there with his parents, or it's his uncle looking after him. He's a bit of a, again, the original director wanted to make this family film. It's not really a family film, is it? It's very there we go. It's begun. It's very dark in areas as well. You know, so you can't really mark it as a kids film. It's very edgy in bits as well. But yeah, even though mobile phones went around, everyone, the word is out. Ooh, my God, that dog nearly gets run over in that shot. Fuck me. So yeah, this American kid comes to town. He's building an event now, and he wants to break his own speed record along the train tracks. I'm sure this is the director of BMX Bandits. BMX Bandits has got a lot of love. So I'm a fan of that. It's, yeah, I've had to email message all the lads the footage from last night's filming. Again, now set the camera, get the bike to go down, wait, get the car to go down, then goof. Go! So he's trying to break the speed limit, isn't he? While on the train tracks. See, again with a score screams 70s to me. Woods Point. Look at them, they're all like, is this kid gonna break the tooth? Actually there, because there's a lot of BMXs going on there. Is it the director of BMX Bandits? Or the second director? The Quest. Should have done my research. Director Brian Trinchard Smith. Oh my god, he directed Drive Hard. My god, that's what I didn't really want to remember. Yeah, John Cusack, man, what are you doing with yourself? Weapons of War, Absolute. So, The Man from Hong Kong. So he directed The Quest, Dead End Driving. No. There is some connection. No, he did. He directed BMX Bandits 3 years beforehand, so there we go. But he came in as the second director, you know. You know, he's freaking out not being able to stop. He can just hop off like a bunny hop off the rails. Get whipped in the faces. I've been stunned. So I don't know, he's trying to beat a speed limit, isn't he? Check out them BMXs, they're awesome. Yeah, so here we're up in the concert area. If you go near the Howans Guild Viaduct or the Guild Bridge, you go behind it, or just watch them film branches. I even probably watch a Frog streaming review I did, because I'm sure they all cross over. There's this fucking pond, man, and just say I'd seen this as a kid and it'll just stuck with us, you know, for so long. And Paul Ray, hands down, and Paul Ray would just say, hey, it's called the Go Kids or the Quest or whatever. I'm like, how the fuck did you know that? It's like a film that scared the shit out of me as a kid. It was Frankenstein. I knew it was Frankenstein. It was a 2-part on television as a kid, and it fucking terrifies us. From what I can remember with the Frankenstein movie, that is a lot of foreshadowing in shots where he's watching but he's not watching. I've talked about this before, the subtle realization that there's a predator watching, you know, that kind of thing. The film does it really well, and the Frankenstein creature as well was very, very scary to me. And Killian Gore just went, oh yeah, this one, and fucking after all these years, it's fucking Randy Quaid is the fucking Frankenstein. So it's only out to be on VHS. I'm looking out for it. There's not like you can go on YouTube, the full film's on for that. It just seems to be lost in limbo. As I said, I remember it being a 2-parter. So establishing here that his guardian and the sheriff are friends, and you know, the guardian, he's a very adventurous kid. I mean, I've been in that situation, being from England and going to live in New Zealand as a young kid, you know, and feeling alienated and getting to know certain people. But then you people grow up. I mean, like my brothers who are full-blown Kiwis, New Zealanders. You know, like you walk along the beach with them and they're like, don't touch that, don't touch that. What are you talking about? That jellyfish there? What? Oh, it's a jellyfish, but that one's alright to touch, but that one's not. How do you know? You know, and it's just elements like that. But then when you come like small town, like this is predicting that it's a small town thing where you're the new kid, you know, and it's different. But back then you've got to remember, no internet, TV was all syndicated. You know what I mean? If someone, you know, it's a chicken hand, chicken paw. Oh, chicken in the ear. I'm on the phone. But yeah, some kid comes in a town, he's got different ideas, or he's seen something no one's seen before, like putting rollerblades on a bike. What? You know, again, you had that chance to do it. Again, it doesn't feel 80s. It is 80s, but it doesn't feel 80s. 86. does not feel like an 86 movie. There's something I picked up on my review of this, and to be honest with you, it's more to do with it's more to do with just, again, it's Australia and how it's been aimed for an American market. You know what I mean? And it's probably why they cast Henry Thomas. You know what I mean? Henry Thomas has been in A.T. But it's a case of like when they use they talk about the blacks and stuff like that, how they would talk about it, and it's not being racist, and you know, probably can come off quite racist now because I even picked up in the review. I was like, well, that's a bit like not right now, if you know what I mean. But it's product of the time. But again, it's sort of the clash of cultures as well. But it's even the bit where she gave later on, it's coming up where they're going to go for a picnic and stuff, and she goes, I'll bring some cigarettes. Like, what the fucking, how old are you? So yeah, you've got the rebellious kid and their friends acting out, and you know, it's gearing up. The myth of Devil's Knob, and I think the natives come in there soon as well. Check out that calculator. See, even this there, the sisters have got a again, whole like mischievous ways, like they're doing the Goonies, opening up for the truffle shop all the door. They're making the kids are making their parents lose their mind. I mean, they're forcing their mum to fucking kick down a fucking whiskey. Little bastard kids. Yeah, wow. So this is quite narrow, and it's very, very digitally distorted, and moves. It's moving in the middle frame. Yeah, it was probably what the director's on about, how Henry Thomas had to redub all his stuff because his voice was breaking, but that to do it in America. Where are we going? Devil's Knob. Fucking look at that scenery, man. That's fucking amazing, that. No CGI neither there. They're off to Devil's Knob anyway. Again though, from what I remember as a kid, like these road scenes and stuff like that, when you walk into like the Gill Bridge and stuff like that, you like where I grew up, there's a lot of forestry and rivers and stuff like that, so you know, I just didn't know what it was called, you know what I mean? It was just a one on the television, and it just fucking stuck with us. I remember seeing it, I think I'd seen it, it stuck with us, and I seen it maybe it was like a year or two later or something, and then I just didn't see it for me. It was 15 years, didn't even know what it was. Go to the park. Australia national parks is a fucking massive. See what I mean? Could be a lost tribe of black fellas. That's like right there. It just doesn't seem right, but it would have been right. Again though, this would, out personally, I think this could be a 12 or borderline 15. Definitely wouldn't be a PG. I could see it getting release because you know you've got loads of films like reappearing, but you know, even the shite, I mean, this is the one where it's 86, isn't it? So oh, look at that snake just coming down there. 86, you know, the 15 hadn't really been kicked in yet. Indiana Jones and the Gremlins had really, yeah. I think it's a PG because it's in the book. It was a PG, but I think there should be a 12. Lot of animals in the foreground there, like, kind of fucking phoenix in that. That's a fucking hawk or an eagle. She's smoking a cigarette. She's 12 years old. She's not even 12. She's fucking. She is sitting on the floor smoking a tab. I'm fucking shocked by that. There, she's got a cigarette in her hand there. Ugh. So apart from the start, you know, this is like the adventure bit, this is the build up, you know, they're just, I mean, hell, that's a long way to go, like, especially like phones and all that, but like, is that a face in the tree? Just a bunyard on the tree. There's more animals. Definitely exploiting the Australian wildlife, like. That's a reptile anyway. Yeah. There's another one. There's a dragon. Oh, it's eating a rat. That was obviously. I think that rat was obviously put down there, our mouse put there to get it to come on the camera shot. Didn't look like it just been attacked. It looked half frozen. That definitely doesn't look. There's another one. The gecko. If that's a pond, how big do you think a fucking ocean is? That's a pond, how fucking big do you think a lake is? I was going to say, because that's a fucking big ass pond.
Yeah, what's it smell? Probably going back into your
Oh, fucking hell. What's that smell? Probably your breath blowing back in your face. So, they wanted to go to Devil's Knob. Oh, Neville, he doesn't know what's going on. So he's been there before, but never encountered this phenomenal what's going on there. There's another lizard, or a gecko. The bubbles are starting. And the windmills are. See again, there's. Whoa, it's proper jumping all over the place. That's fucked up. I don't know if anyone else. I think Casper's got this. I don't know if anyone else has watched this in time with me, the German version there, but it's almost like it was 3D but not 3D. There was certain bits in the foreground just dripping there, so these girls don't realise they're about to float off into the middle of the ocean. The lake. Comes the windmill and the bubbles again. So yeah. So the best thing he can do is just do a massive cliff dive. That's fucking crazy. How did he get up there so quickly to jump off that high? So why did you jump off? Message off the con dog.
Neville's bald head. Holy shit. Maybe it's down there. I don't know what it was.
E.T.'s hands coming back to get him. Creeping through the shadows. Speaking of Paul Ray's just sent us a picture. It's a box. Oh no, another box. Paul Ray has basically been buying so many DVDs lately, I'm starting to worry about the poor kid. So yeah, the bubbles are there, the girls are panicking. Obviously, are they going to receive or witness this? Oh, the fucking windmill's fairly going on. Yeah, swim. And there's another reveal of the creature. Again, it looks like an old school Godzilla head popping up there. I might have to turn my phone off here now. Everyone's just to seem to watch these videos.
What's that noise? What noise?
What is it? Paul Ray's been buying job lot DVD collections. That's what people do, you know what I mean? You don't like, you take a picture and say job lot, tenner. That was at a boot sale yesterday. There we go. So to be honest with you, right, he's been there a long time. I mean, from the start of this movie, the decay on him, what, a couple of years?
Yeah, just the other side of that hill.
Give or take a decade?
He's from Sydney. He spends his holidays up here. Lives off the land.
So he's only on his holidays.
No, he said he was a dentist.
A dentist? Your twisted idea of a bit of a giggle, would it?
A bit of a giggle.
No, sir.
You just happened to come all the way up here to a pond that nobody's ever heard of? Not even on the map? Lo and behold, who do you bump into but your friend the dentist? Dead, no less.
The guy in the background like gritting his teeth.
Been over this district a dozen times in the chopper. There's no ponds up here.
So yeah, they've got the pond. It's fucking jumping all over the place, this digital stuff like. Can you feel the way?
What were you doing?
What were you doing at Devil's Knob?
Is that your friend Cody's idea of a joke?
We didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, you calling lying to your mother and getting mixed up with the police and nothing? You didn't have these problems until Cody Ball.
Yeah, Cody's getting a little bit of the, you know, it's the outcast, the stray. She's got a crush on him. Even her sister's quite, you know, like thinks he's funny and all that. So yeah.
Anything in there? Nothing with an address. A couple of empty bottles of steam. This ticker probably quit. Alcohol really buggers the ticker. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Sarge. Have a look at this.
Investigator Cody there.
See all those big waves washed up?
What do you reckon, Chief? Wind comes down this valley like a freight truck. Kicks up a lot of chop. Chop 2 foot high.
Fucking hell, look at that fucking grease haircut. Cody's very intelligent.
But, there are a bunch of big bubbles coming out at the center of the pond. Same direction Neville was facing.
No, I want you to come out here tomorrow and post some keep out signs. I don't want people camping around here. What's up, Donnie? You're frightened of bunyips too, eh?
Bunyips. This DVD is jumping all over the place. I mean, don't get us wrong, it's,
Yeah, I do. What is it?
I mean, it could have been taken off the VHS.
Meanwhile, we're up the highway up here. Suddenly, it was like walking to someplace we shouldn't be. We got out of there fast.
I love the myth, you know, like the Loch Ness Monster. A little bit on that as well. Sorry, my phone. See, I can't do anything at the moment.
It was horrible. His eye sockets were fixed on the pump, like he'd seen something out there.
He had no eyes left.
Something must have scared him real bad. We filmed it too, didn't we, mate?
See, even if you want to take another film at the same time, very much give or take Crocodile Dundee, this film looks 10 years younger. You know what I mean?
I don't know. But it kind of makes you think, though, eh? Yeah. Gee, that's bad.
There's a lot of smoking in this film.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible. Looked like he'd been fishing. Then, surgeon Lincoln said his heart packed up or something.
Well, when you've got to go fishing. They shut you down.
Wow, it's a nice car.
Splashes a rat with a gold tip.
Alright.
You and that fucker lady are going to stay out of the back seat, yeah?
Jeez, I'm only 14.
This is only 14, it's only like 12 in the film. Ah, my phone will leave me alone.
Been rich.
Yeah. That's why you and I are putting in a new carby.
Guys, what do you know about a pond 5 miles east of Devil's Knob?
You know, Duncan Hull.
Duncan Hall.
Duncan Hull since I was your age. All the kids used to reckon there was a bottomless pit with a bunion in it.
So there is a myth.
Big one is.
It's shaking all over the place. Like, this actually could be a VHS.
But the idea must have started.
The pixelation. It's so weird because like everything in the foreground's jumping, but the background seems to be. Oh, your foot. Excuse me. I drink water. I remember water. Fuck, you know. The guy who's playing his guardian. There's an up. What the fucking? That's a creepy owl. Oh, that was like a fucking snake crossed with an owl. See, he comes at the curveball here, on the tribesman.
Take a step forward. Feel it? Feel what? Kind of dead feel. A little more. And look at that old barbed wire fence. Take the fence from the front. That's funny. Well, what just stopped?
Every cliche.
Still going. Spooky.
Local actor, anyone?
Well, it's still going.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's get out of here.
See, even this guy's like a red herring. Looking all creepy.
Across the water, and there was this terrific upsurge, and then this huge neck appeared. 6 feet at least above the water, with a head that was turning nervously. It's in National Geographic.
Oh, so it must be true.
Cameras and all sorts of stuff down, but they still don't know what's in Loch Ness. Just like they don't know what's down in Donkinton Hall.
Duncan Hall.
Yeah, any of your people still know about that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, Frog's Dreaming sort of it's like a myth, isn't it? It's like a native people's folklore.
See it, Barney? Please. Did you buy me one? Mom? What, dear? Can you get herpes from French kissing?
What?
Wait, that's not smile. Where? Ah! Oh, so you're not putting on somebody.
Can you get herpes from first kiss and leave the ironing on? Where?
Made a fuck short. Party? Anyone here?
So it's you can find Cody's little headquarters along with his building up there. Cody, grounded, can't come to dance. Love, Wendy. Do not pull this rope. See what I mean? What stole the letter there? Someone stole the letter. Why did she need her sister to decoy if she could just jump out the window and do a runner?
Hi, Cody.
Dance tonight. That's a well-made sign for just to dance tonight.
Well, looks like we're both on the list, Marty. Couple of free spirits. Hey, you know, us bachelors have got like a community outlet.
There's the line. Shit myself there, what the hell? The guy's singing in the background but there's no words going on. See again though, it doesn't feel like the 80s, man. Even the hairstyles are screaming 70s. There's some proper fucking crazy cuts to the band, like a band shot, like. So I'll give it A for effort, like, because normally like there's a band in the background, and that's it. They don't really pay much attention, especially if they got the opportunity to like get some good shots in there, you know what I mean? But no, that's it, because the natives, the bass player in the band, isn't he?
Henry,
He's called Henry.
what do you know about dogs?
Henry? Yes, Henry.
Eats rocks.
Yeah.
Old fella say, in the dream time, a young fella couldn't be a warrior till he looked at Donkagen. If it
Donkagen.
looks at Donkagen,
I imagine calling the film Donkagen. Who's in Donkagen? What?
maybe not. Anyhow, what's a white boy want to know about Kadachi?
What's Kadacha?
Black fella magic. Can't see him come. Can't see him go.
Is Donkagen Kadacha?
A lot of things the old fella say is fair legal. Some isn't, maybe.
You ever hear about a fellow named Charlie Pride?
No.
Well, if you did know about him, where would he be?
Supposed to be down by the coast.
I mean, I know what my next podcast is going to be as well.
The old fella.
I think it's going to be Johnny Mnemonic. What's this?
Thanks.
Paul Ray has hard cash. Christian Slater. Paul Ray's doing his unboxing of his job lot. So the letter. Oh, hang on.
How'd you get it?
Alright, he drove it into the. Right, okay. Oh, Paul Ray, fuck off, man. as I say, she just, storytelling, she drove over the note there. And he's created a bike just to go around there. He's got Ace Ventura as well. Run, fat boy, run. Remember this, vampire stuck day after tomorrow. Oh my god. Ghostbusters 1, 2, Super 8. So he's going to find out more information. He found Henry again.
I'm looking for a fella named Charlie Pride.
Oh, it's Henry's told him to look for Charlie Pry, isn't he?
Ah, Duncan.
Yeah, that's right, Duncan. Ah!
Oh, check out these boots. He's a wrestler. He's got a yellow sweatshirt on, short denim jeans, and what I can only describe as Hulk Hogan's wrestling boots on.
Take people on board for Charlie Pride? Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got to Australia. I didn't get to see much. I've been there twice while travelling in New Zealand, but I didn't get to see much in Australia. It's a big place, like, I know that much. I remember the first time I was in Australia and I got on the plane in New Zealand. I was thinking England to Ireland. I was young and all that, England to Ireland, like 40 minutes. Flight time, 5.5 hours. Like, what, man? Is this trip ever going to end? I think I'm in for a 14-hour flight and then a 16-hour flight in February. I'm going to have a film ban all Christmas. Want to go to the pictures? No.
Thanks a lot, Becky.
There's a lot of coming of age in this as well. Some fucking crabs. So he's run out to find this guy and he's going to stop and have dinner with him up the river, have crabs and stuff. And now they're taking the boat. So they jumped on for a lift and they've got the boat. Tell you what, I can't wait for a freezing cold shower after this. It's absolutely sweating in here. Like last night at the gig, it was like so hot in the gig as well. And I was on stage with Matt, and the smoke machine just came up and it was red hot smoke. I was like, I'm fucking moving from here, man. Especially all like with the lights as well.
Now, you would be referring to Cody's relationship with your daughter, would you?
Oh, there's no relationship. And I want to keep it that way.
Oh, now listen, sport. If I was inclined to control Cody, which I'm not, I'd hardly be telling a boy this.
It's a really good actor, him on the right.
I don't give advice, sport. I don't take it.
Strong figure against the yeah, so Cody is on a quest, like, so he's going to find this guy and can you feel the weight? Oh, I love it. Look at that lovely sunset, man. And that's no CGI, it's just the sunset. Oh, my phone. My phone. Fucking hell, what time do you think he's going to come back? People are going to go, oh, there's another creepy fucking bird.
Thanks a lot. See ya.
Right, okay, see you later, right? How long has it took you to get there, right? I know I'm talking over this and maybe it's missed a good plot hole, but you have no idea where you're going. You've went up the river and you've just said bye to your only form of transportation. Great imagery though. And this, look at him. So he's finally found Charlie. This is, look at me, look at that imagery, that's amazing. Now, creepy as hell would you approach him. This is what's on the front cover. He's fishing, you've got the blue, the smoke, the black silhouettes of the trees, the orange loom, the lighting. That is amazing imagery.
Are you Mr. Pride? My name's Cody Walpole. I wanted to talk to you about
Donkey Jim.
Thank you again.
How'd you know that?
Man business.
So he knew he was coming.
Everybody reckons it.
What the fuck? Staring down there. It's gone into some kind of weird
That's their business.
spirit business, basically, yeah.
Like Dunkerton? What?
Maybe we find out. You like to dance?
Yeah.
You like to dance with the devil?
The pale moon night.
I don't understand.
First you dance with the devil. Then you find out about Donkey Jim.
So there's somewhere down there. So it's almost like he's under like a spirit world, like. Now, as I was saying before, with the whole distortion. The thing he keeps looking at keeps moving really weirdly. And look at that as visuals, man. That's fucking class. Smoke, like walkway, backlight going on there to create a silhouette of some kind of weird thing. Some kind of scarecrow. Right, so that's what the picture is on the fucking piss off phone. That's what the picture is on the front cover, man, which looks like he's fucking holding a lightsaber. The fucking halogen light. It totally looks like a fucking lightsaber on the artwork. And he's just made it no lightsaber, he's just done the whole zoom, zoom. So he's running along there, became Luke Skywalker, walked back, the guy's gone. It's thunder and lightning, and now he's got nowhere to go. It's a very odd bit of the movie. Oh, he's back. Christ, I shit myself there.
That devil. He's some good dancer, eh? Don't get you.
Is he real?
You go and see.
He's got another boat back of somebody else. Or is it like bring a boat? So yeah, it's very a weird part of the movie. It could be the 3 minutes the original director kept and goes, right, that'll be the whole thing. Let's make a after his inventions. And he's making a fucking potato bomb. Definitely works.
Doesn't look like nothing at all. Looks like something.
Here, hold this. It's just a fish hook.
It must be a humongous bloody fish. Hey, you're not gonna do what it looks like you're gonna do.
So what?
You're loopy.
Well, see you later.
I'm gonna tell Wendy you've lost your bloody marbles, mate.
It's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Stopped his watch, dead as a hammer. And mine's okay because it's anti-magnetic, right? So I reckon that proves that whatever it is, it's electromagnetic.
Yeah, but did you see anything in the water?
Are you kidding? That water's so murky you couldn't see your hand in front of your face if you were silly enough to stick your head.
Oh no, he poor Ray.
Black little tail the hill.
So as I talk more shop in the bar, town in the bar. He's got Dune, the TV edition, Sharktopus, Hellraiser 2. Yeah, so yeah, update on Paul Ray's job lot. The second job lot he's bought, and Adam at work had given him loads of DVDs as well. So nothing's much has really happened, you know what I mean now? I mean, we're a good portion in the film and that's more fucking animals. They keep out the order by one Agata. So he's going to borrow so much from Jaws here, where they're going to use the bait, the hook. Yeah, that's another lizard, but that lizard's already been in there. So yeah, he's all the way back to Devil's Knob, and we've seen that gecko as well. It's getting lazy now. They're putting in animals for no random reason now. So yeah, apart from the start, and then nothing's really happened. I mean, there's been a lot of build up, a lot of myth, and all, you know what I mean, story wise. And now I'm just a bit baffled why they keep showing animals like. Come out, you slimy coward.
What do you just pick on, old man? Right.
So he's not scared, look at him, he's going to go in. It's a pretty big pond, like, I mean, you can't even see up and around the corner, but.
What? Where are you?
Brave as fuck, that leg. You don't even know what's in there, you know what I mean? Just a myth of it. Following a chain there, murky water like. There's E.T.'s hand again, that just happens to be sea bracken of some form, or a twig. Again, it goes back to the whole thing of like the myth hunting, you know what I mean? Now he's committed to finding out what it is, and it's took a while to get there, but it's that fucking gecko again. The explanation behind it, what it is, and you know, now you see that, you know, it's got something to do with the wingmill and stuff like that. I really like that. There we go. As soon as he turns his back, guess what's going to happen? Get a picture. See there, that looks like a dinosaur. There's even the noises. It looks like an old school Godzilla. You know what it is, you just fire a fucking tank at it. Cannon at it. Great set though. There's that guy just watching from afar. See, using a golf bag attached to the front of his bike to carry stuff. Oh, there's that bird again.
When was the last time you saw young Cody? I mean, where was he all last night? All day yesterday? You know?
So yeah, if anyone's got this copy of it and listen to this podcast, anyone can see what I'm on about like it's free. It looks 3D, but it's not 3D. But then the stuff that's in the foreground is fucking shaking, and it's just so weird. I really do think this now could be. I mean, I've seen no like VHS scuff marks, scratches, or anything like that to suggest it is from VHS, but it could quite possibly be a really good rip from a VHS.
Cody's been shooting his mouth off about some bunny fever related to that stiff boy the other day. He's got the kind of kids so used that their folks can't control them. And the eldest girl cries at the drop of a hat. The young one has gone downright morbid. She severed limbs, plays with dead chickens next place.
Playing with dead chickens.
They've been knocking around Phil Cody.
They would. Now, come on, what's really going on? Cannon been lending money?
Really good strong accent, definitely.
I'm sorry. Okay. I'll pass it.
Now that looks more like Australia, doesn't it? Blue beaches and stuff like that. See, I wonder where he actually lives really, because you know you've got the beaches like that, but then he seems to be out the outback quite quickly.
Mr. Kaufman!
Cody Walpole, the boy who wanted the formula for dry rocket fuel.
Huh.
Doing work?
Well, not really.
Let's see.
I got another question for you.
Why me?
Well, write books. You know a lot of stuff.
So what is it this time?
It's about in here.
Devil's Knob.
Devil's Knob, Lake Talbot, Lake Sheridan. No, there are no ponds listed. Not that it isn't there. The whole area is honeycombed with underground streams. Geologists reckon the lakes may all be connected.
Hmm.
Say there was a fish. Big fish.
God, it's warm. It's so warm.
What is it?
Again, more mystery. He's travelling way out of like, you know, normally we just like you would contact somebody via the internet or something like that. He's went out on his way to find out a professor who writes books.
I tell you what, why don't you borrow this? If you come up with a good story, perhaps I'll buy it from you.
Thanks. Mr. Kaufman? Do you believe in monsters?
Some 20 years. I was married to one.
Huh? Again, screams at 70s. Oh no, Paul Ray, man, leave us alone. That's Cav. Oh, special on goldfishes. He wanted the helmet, didn't he? Not the goldfish. Better be looking after that goldfish. See, Fury there as well. It could be the Loch Ness Monster. You know, it's showing the creature in the books there and all that. Then there's a little bit of here as well. This is where he's worked out what it is. Very intelligent boy. He's got a lot of stuff at his hands, you know what I mean?
Atmospheric pressure.
This wouldn't have anything to do with your Bunyip theory, would it?
My
theory.
Hey, come on, where have you been the last few days?
Oh, here and there.
Hey, listen, what you do is your own business, but there's a limit, and the limit comes when it starts affecting other people.
Well, what are you on about?
Cody, I can see what you're up to. We can push something I don't like. Now, I want you to promise me you'll stay away from that pond.
Why?
Because I'm your guardian. I bloody tell you to.
Jeez.
Huh.
Well, come on, Cody. How often do I ask you to promise anything? I want you to promise me.
Can't do that.
You can and you will.
E.T.
You're my age. And you want to do something
Fucking turn the waterworks on fast there, doesn't he? Fucking hell.
Would you have promised him or would you have lied?
You and I have never been to lie.
Exactly.
I remember actually, was it the interview with Steven Spielberg or something like that? It's about, you know, when he was cast as Elliot in E.T., he's just turned on that. He was sold on the first audition, I think. Again, that's the same shot as before. The kid's riding down the bike.
Cody. What are you doing here? Look, I need your help. I've been thinking
He probably, I mean, I never noticed that originally, but you'd say when you're watching films back now and you go, right, okay.
You any idea what they pay for a National Geographic cover? National Geographic? Look, Wendy, I really need your help. You're going back to that place, aren't you?
Obviously.
Got it all worked out. There's nothing to be afraid of. You wouldn't get me back there in a million years. Jane's right, you're Lucas. No way.
Give him the creepy eyes. No way. Oh, he's got a motorbike now.
I still don't get it. What is all this stuff? Experiment with the National Geographic. It's all gravity. Water from this girl runs down that hose, compresses the air inside, and forces it inward. Land water. You see. Okay, let's test it. Just open up that valve over there. What do you think you're doing? Hey, turn that off. Don't waste my air. No, you don't. No way.
He's made himself a. So he's a very smart kid. He's made himself a homemade out of a fish tank and a hose pipe, a scuba helmet, and an underwater camera box,
Cody, just hang on. This is going too far. Look at this.
and a rifle. Well, a harpoon with a torch on it.
You don't know what's down there. I got a pretty fair idea. Come on. Look, if it ain't rocks, then it isn't gonna have a lot of trouble with you and your silly spear gun. Well, I guess it's
Spear gun. That's probably the better word he could have used yet.
God, it's like talking to a tree.
There goes the windmill again. There goes Paul Ray again.
I reckon I got about 3 minutes worth of air down there. If I have to abort, abort.
Abort.
Bother to wig, so don't bother pulling me up. Sure, wonderful. Well, might as well get it behind me. Cody, listen to me. That thing could be 1,000 feet deep if there's a bottom at all. Well, I guess that's what we're gonna find out. Hey, don't worry. Will you turn me around, please?
So there he goes, fully clothed. You know, I think he could have found some overalls or something. Just going in with the only clothes he went there on. That's a pretty big fish tank to buy. The murky water. Surely that wouldn't have hurt that much or been that so quick standing on a rake. Well, I mean, it's probably not what you're going to expect, right? He's going to be walking to the bottom of the floor. What's going to happen? He's going to stand on a rake and it's going to hit him in the face. Underwater. Like, really? There's seaweed going on there. It's definitely fearless. Like, I mean, it's Australia, it could be fucking crocodiles or all sorts, you know what I mean? I think there's a great visual coming up here about just showing between bubbles. You know, it's showing you where he is under the water from a high point of view with a few bubbles coming out there. It's the first reveal of some of the mechanics as well. Some backlighting there, which is you know, he's working it out. He knows what's going on, I think. He's very 2 steps ahead of the whole film, I think. I don't think they even knew what was going to be underneath, you know. I think it was just a myth. He's starting to get a glimpse of what it is here. Is that a body? No, it's just a mannequin head. Yeah, it's very creepy. Why are you just spending time fondling a mannequin head? And there, 3 minutes he's been under the water. And there we go. Little bubbles to the big bubbles. He's right back on the perimeter. He's literally encountering the Dunnock right now. See out his helmet. The creature has appeared. Helmet's off. Spear guns down. Yeah, and just like that, he's gone. Yeah, trying to show that she can't ride a motorbike. I'm sure she crashes it really bad. God, it's a hard fall, like. But she's driving like an idiot, she can't see out the helmet. Everyone back off, what's the crack? So watching a film the other night there. Cody! I got a box set of 5 shark films. First one was Planet of the Sharks, which is Waterworld with the sharks. So poorly made I started making notes, so there will be a baboon of them at some point. And then the next one was Raiders of the Lost Shark, and I put that on because it's only on for like 62 minutes or something for a movie. Again, made for TV, movies add adverts in, stretches it out, you know. And the shark effects was so bad. There's a bit where this lass is going in the water, and then all of a sudden the guy gets killed on the beach, and it's just literally just like an outcut of it, and all you hear is flying shark. And I just couldn't stop laughing. I had to tape it and send it to everybody on WhatsApp. It was like, what the fuck is that? Let's keep Raiders of the Lost Shark.
Just leave it.
Drain the bloody thing.
So they're going to drain the pond. So he's been under there now for a long time.
night's sleep and I think she'll be fine.
Frog. There's another frog. They're camping out. Where's the water leaking to?
Let's face it, mate. Nobody lives life like that boy did, who expects to survive to a ripe old age.
First class kid. First class kid.
A good actor, him who's playing the Guardian, like. So 2 minutes left. That's the last video of the day I need to upload. So once that's finished and podcast's finished, I can relax. I'm gonna go to bed and watch a load of movies. Creepshow 2, Red Scorpion, stuff I got the boots of yesterday. Whoa, that was a creepy shot. So she's just had a dream that he may be still alive. Gone. Oh, that's a creepy doll. Ugh. So here we go. It's got like a lot of you know, he's got the Fury down here. There's a lot of hints right there and there what it is, without really going too much in it. And there you go. There's a little model he's got going there. He's worked it all out. And the idea that, if you didn't know, if you just listened to me, never seen the movie, the idea that it's not a pond, it was a quarry that's flooded over the years, and machinery and stuff's been left at the bottom of the quarry, and due to some kind of air compression and gravity defying water, this tractor head, digger head, keeps popping up, and it pops up like the Loch Ness Monster's head.
Bottom is coming. He seeps up from the bottom, you see, because it's granite. My God, he could still be alive down there. Come on, listen to me.
Listen to me when my eyes are wide open. Oh, there's Incredible Hulk on the wall. That's pretty awesome. Like Disney's fucking owns this film now. Like the Hulk's in there and you didn't tell us about. There, look at that Hulk. That's awesome. Look, printing out the Hulk. Heh. What's Drac there? Quickly, is there another way out? And now look at that. That's a great shot. It's using the silhouette shadow of the tractor digger head, and it's just got the jaw, and it's got all the stuff hanging off it, so it doesn't look. It looks, yeah, that one, like a T-Rex.
Mr. Cochran, you gotta listen to me.
Oh, everyone's just, you've got to listen to me, Mr. Kaufman, Mr. Cosman.
There's Wendy. She's at the pond. We're talking.
News travels fast there. Everyone's turning over. What the fuck's going on?
I've got diamonds coming. What? I'll explain later. Lights. We need more lights.
Where's Scott? They're here. Come on, girls.
So they started drilling this pond. So they've only been there 24 hours and there's a lot being drained off one pump.
Please, Father, could he be alright?
Frogman down there. Is he still alive in the milkiness? Sending them down. Looking what it is. That's big mystery though, isn't it? On Earth, the ocean. You know, it's just fitting. Think of all the land we're trying to discover, and then you think, well, you know, technically all the land underneath the ocean. You never know. Where's Atlantis? It's down there somewhere. See, Bray on that tractor head. So hang on a minute. If the tractor head was up before, could Cody not have got out then? Because obviously Cody's biding time to get he's stuck on the tractor head, isn't he? So when the tractor head was making its reveal before, like, surely Cody would have seen him there. Yeah?
Hey, wake him up. Heard some tapping, so I think he must be trapped in an air pocket. He's alive and responding. Put a cable under it.
No, that's too dangerous. We can touch it.
Use the chopper, lift it straight up.
That thing must weigh 20 tons, Rick.
Do something.
Yeah, get this tank down to him quickly. Put some more air into it.
Hey, Lois, get your own. Okay, wait on. That's all we need.
Hey, Coachman! We don't know yet.
Everyone's come to help.
Quickly now.
Even like the hidden detail here of like they've drained all this pond, so there's like decay of cars and there's ladders there so they can get down to a level that's decayed as well. But again, if Cody's just stuck in the tractor mouth, digger mouth, that he should have got out before.
Nobody else is down there. Big as you please.
Get some jelly knife. Why the Jesus out?
Well, yes, it's down there as big as you please. What? So this is great imagery there. This is the reveal you've been waiting for the whole film, and that looks amazing. That looks like a dinosaur there to everyone else. Everyone's getting a shock. Yeah, that looks class. And Cody comes out of the mouth of it. Oh, his foot's stuck, that's why. Yeah, I mean, it's gone on a little bit too long, like. But yeah, visually looks great, the Dunnock. Sounds like a dragon as well. But, in the art of filmmaking, you know what I mean, it's about to give itself its reveal. So it looks like it's chased him in a weird way. Cody is saved. So yeah, it's just been popping its head up, but obviously with being drained you can see more of it now. It's that weird native guy just creeping and watching. Like, I thought it was a creature all along, it's a fucking tractor. So Cody is still alive. Everyone's got a round of applause. Yeah. So the guys wave these magic wands, and people are now starting to see what it actually is. It's a tractor.
Look what it is.
A rock chomper.
What? Looks like some old mining equipment.
Hmm.
Donkey engine.
Donkey engine. Yeah, just a broken up rock cruncher. Doesn't really think why its mouth moves and it roars like, you know, rusted metal maybes. This guy's definitely devastated that it's not true, the myth, like, but I think it's like, it's not a family film. You know, I'm just watching this over the top. I mean, it's less than an hour and a half long movie. It's got a good little story. I mean, it's a smart reveal, but you know, it's a small town thing, so it definitely should be in the 80s movies. It's a great 80s movie for Australia as well. Henry Thomas, kid from E.T. It's just straight after E.T. as well, so fan of E.T. definitely watch it, you know. Henry Thomas in Australia. Yeah. I'm getting a prolonged scene here, I think. So the quest, I'm not sure what the quest is. Go Kids, no. Frogs Dreaming, right, what is Frogs Dream? Well, we now know that's something to do with the natives. And there we go, look at how weird's that. The guy has just appeared out of nowhere, dressed up in full shimmy shama gear, with that bird. He's a Gadaicha man. Stamped his foot. Right, I don't really know what's going on here. Cody's just seeing the guy from the other side. He's appeared out of nowhere. Now the meat hook and the hook's meat's moving. You know, it's a Dunnock reel. The rope's getting pulled, which Cody left on ages ago. Oh, look. Oh yeah, the weird ending. Everything is being pulled in to the quarry. The tribesman is that angry that his myth's not true. He's decided to blow it up with powers. He's now flooding cars. Chanting. What a bizarre ending this is. Again, fades in a bird's eyes. Cody's witnessing this as well. Everything's getting dragged into this pit. Fate of the bird's mouth. There goes the car. Here goes the windmill. I have no idea really. This is a big reveal, it's just going to be a pond again.
Here's the donkey.
There is a Dunkerchin.
This
So this is frog streaming. The guy's just disappeared. And it's going from a shot into water, which is pretty cool. What a bizarre ending to the film. I totally forgot about that ending, you know. And that's it. Cody, Gaza, Wendy, Jane, Charlie, Paride, Ricketts, Wendy, Henry. Another Henry. Is there a Jeff? Kevin. So it's got a light green font for the time. Very quite advanced tech, I think, you know, font wise. Score wasn't much memorable. Underwater photography by Ron Taylor. Ron Taylor, is that Taylor's by no, Joe's maybe? They were Australian, I don't know. Additional photography locations manager. This is going pretty fast, like Gaffer, Best Boy Electricians, Lex. I don't know what the score wants to be. What is that score? Yeah, definitely not a family film. But yeah, I don't know, more of a coming age. It's not really coming of age. I mean, there's a Jeff Little. Special effects by Jeff Little, right? So if you've never seen it, if you're big 80s fans, I definitely recommend it. You shouldn't, like as most directors say in the commentaries, I hope you're not listening to this before you watch the film. I hope you haven't just listened to me talk all the way through this film and not even seen it. You can get it in a German import, which does work. I've just watched it on PlayStation 4 in England. It's called The Quest in America, Go Kids in England on VHS, frog streaming. Even if you type in frog streaming, it comes up The Quest on IMDb. It's got a lot of history on it. Could get restored. It definitely could be an 88 film or something like that, you know. It does need a lot of digital treatment to it by the looks of it. Filmed on location at Woods Point. So it was actually filmed at Woods Point in the state of Virginia. Frog streaming at the end. So it's not called The Legends of Frog Streaming, it's got Frog Streaming at the end. And that's it. So I've been Stephen Mason. This has been the podcast commentary for Frog Streaming. Definitely check it out if you're an 80s fan. Thanks for listening to this podcast. See you next time. Goodbye.